Being put in isolation made me do things which I wouldn't normally do. Create a really good routine. Make sure you get back to your nutrition. It is super important. You are in charge of your own happiness. Hey team, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd talk to you about getting back into routine. So with isolation almost done and dusted, we are slowly getting back to normality. I know most of us are super excited to hit the gyms, to go out with friends, to go out and party, everything like that. So I wanted to give you guys my advice just to get back into normality and just to find that routine again. So most of us have become complacent. I have a lot of clients who've become quite lazy, who have let their nutrition fall through, just become lazy in general. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, for me, I didn't let isolation take advantage of me. I took advantage of isolation. I thrived in isolation, and even looking back and seeing what I achieved, I'm very proud of myself. You know, before isolation, I was the type of girl who would stay busy all the time. Being put in isolation made me do things which I wouldn't normally do. I created a website. I dealt with feelings that I didn't know. You know, I started seeing someone and talking to someone about my problems, and, you know, the hate I copped as well. You know, copping hate, I always used to run away from it, but during isolation, it just got a whole lot worse at some stage. And I just needed to talk to someone, and, you know, talking to someone and actually not avoiding the problem anymore made me realize that, you know, it isn't okay to cop this stuff, and I needed to confront it, and that's what I did. So looking back on isolation, you know, it was hard, but I dealt with it. And I think a lot of people did that as well. They dealt with what was happening, they took charge, and I always say you are in charge of your own happiness as well. You know, if you were the type of person who stayed in bed, who moped around, who was sad, who cried, who ate like crap, then that is your own doing. Everyone had the opportunity to, you know, get up out of bed and make the most of it. I was always in a rush before isolation began. I felt like I was on everyone's time. I felt like I was running around the clock to be here, there, and everywhere. But being put in isolation made me slow down. I realized I didn't have to be on everyone's watch. I realized that I could take my time doing a lot of things as well, which is what I did. I didn't want to be sad. I didn't want to let isolation take advantage of me. Instead, I took advantage of isolation. In saying that, I created a lot of healthy habits, which I am slowly adopting now and that I will keep in my life even though we will not be in isolation. So things like waking up in the morning, not checking my phone, which I did before. I found that this is so much better for my mental health. I'm not waking up to messages of hate. I'm not waking up to messages from my clients all the time. I'm waking up to myself and my own feelings and feeling grateful. So that is a really good start. Plus, it puts me in a really good positive mood for the rest of the week. I also kept the routine of doing morning workouts too. So I did my F45 session, so I still do that out of isolation. I found that moving my body in the morning was super helpful, and going for a walk after as well just let me kind of think about what I needed to do for the day and plan out my day. So I'm still going to take those into action out of isolation as well. Yes, we are slowly going back to normality, and I want to give you guys some tips to try and create some healthy habits. So like I said, create a really good routine. So if you were really good in isolation, try and find things which helped you. So waking up early, doing exercise, meal prepping throughout the day, everything like that. So try and bring those healthy habits back into your post-isolation life. I think goal setting is also super important as well, and I recommend it to a lot of my clients. Everything's starting to ease back into normality. Have some goals. You know, I want to achieve this, this, and this, and tell people about it. I think goal setting is super important, and it will keep you well on track. To anyone who didn't exercise over isolation or who kind of just eased back a lot, my best advice is to ease back into the gym. Don't go guns blazing and be like, I'm going to lift this, I'm going to deadlift this, I'm going to squat this. That is probably the worst thing you can do. Make sure you allow your body to ease back into training, especially lifting heavy as well. If you're training twice a day, maybe ease back into doing once a day and slowly progress your weights back up, because let's face it, your strength isn't going to be the same as it was pre-isolation. My next one for a lot of people is please don't waste time. Yes, everything is starting to open, but that doesn't mean you are still in isolation. You know, we are allowed to go out. We are allowed to go to the gym. We're allowed to go see friends. So do that. Don't become a hermit crab because isolation put you in that mode. It is time to go out and flourish, see your friends, start exercising again. So don't dwell on it. Take action, guys. The next thing I want to mention as well is because I am a nutritionist and I have a lot of clients based around nutrition as well. Get back to your healthy eating. A lot of people have been late night snacking, stress eating, everything like that. I know it was such a stressful time for a lot of people. There was a lot of parents who had to juggle homeschooling amongst doing their normal jobs as well. I know stress eating and snacking is very common in this. So guys, make sure you get back to your nutrition. It is super important. Also, having good nutrition just makes you healthy and happy. So guys, we are slowly getting back to normality. So it is time to take charge. It is time to take action and make the most of it. I cannot encourage that enough to people. Don't dwell, don't stay in that isolation mode. Take a deep breath, it will be okay. Yes, things are gonna seem confronting at first, but it is super important that you guys take charge and take action. Guys, hope you enjoyed that one and good luck with everyone getting back to it. The best advice I can give to everyone is to get back to your normal routine. So you get back to those healthy habits, get back to meal prepping, get back to exercising, and get back to staying healthy. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you soon.